Hey there, welcome to RNDMZ Podcast Season 2. So excited to be here. It's very nice.
It is.
New
It's very
space.
nice.
What?
Set's different. Everything looks great. You
Yeah.
guys look, you look okay.
You say that and you're looking at me. Chaku is so rude,
He
eh?
is very
Some
rude.
things don't change.
Life has,
Grow up, Chaku.
Barely a minute.
Nah,
Barely a
Mitch,
minute.
you look great. Okay, you look amazing,
Thank
man.
you.
Come on,
Should have
I'm
seen me
playing.
2 months ago.
What happened 2 months ago?
I was lean, man. I was looking like in the best shape ever.
Really?
Yeah.
We had a
What's the
challenge.
We gave him a little bit of a
Yeah.
challenge that at the end of season 1.
Yep.
He had to. The random challenge was to lose 5 kilos.
Yeah.
and
Now you never know if I
No.
lost the 5 kilos or not.
No, but we had the starting weight, so we have
could
to just
still
go back.
check it and see where you were at.
The starting weight was 105?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now we just have to make sure if you lost even 3.
Ah, good luck.
even 3.
Good luck.
Just okay. We'll bring the equipment next time. It's
Yeah.
fine. We have a week to try and make it up.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's make that happen. Otherwise, raw, unfiltered conversations right here on RNDMZ Podcast. That still remains the name of the game. And I'm your host, 1/3 at least. My name is Mich.
I'm Bubbles.
And my name is Chaku.
Great, guys.
There's something missing though. I was waiting for you to do this one thing. You know what we're waiting for. You have to do it.
I did say new beginnings,
No, wait,
new
hold
season.
on. That does not go
I'm
away.
not, I'm
No,
not gonna
come
do it.
on.
I'm
You're
not
not
gonna
gonna
do
do
it.
it.
I'm
Come
sorry.
You have it
on.
locked and loaded. You
I'm
know
not
you
gonna
do.
do it.
That is everyone's
know
waiting
you
on
do.
that.
I don't have a thing.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, nah, I'm sorry.
No.
Not happening.
Really?
No, I don't have
You had 2 months to think this through.
No,
What are we
you see,
talking
That's
about?
how
Are you
much I
for
don't
real?
think about it. It just happens off the cuff.
Come on.
Real talk.
We're back like,
Nah, we're back like season 2.
oh gosh.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
I mean,
take
it was
that.
okay. It didn't land, but it was okay.
It works.
We'll take that.
It works.
I get amazed at how much you pay attention to that. You know, for me, when I started it, it was just like, yeah, it's just one of those things I say.
It became a thing because now we're just like, what is he going to say today?
All right.
You know? So I was kind of hoping, I was
I'll-
hoping you were psyched for it, especially because this is the first episode in season 2.
I let it go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But worry not, I'll sign an autograph for you,
Wow.
seeing as I've created a fan base.
Like the Zambian team playing against Argentina.
What's that about, though?
Well, apparently they're asking for
yeah,
autographs.
you know what? You know what? Give my boys a break. They're
been
playing
having-
against the world's best player.
They've been having a
Messi.
break. They've been
Obviously,
Right.
you're gonna geek out and fan out, become a stan while you're
Yeah,
playing.
but be professional a little bit, you know?
Exactly.
You too, Bubbles?
Exactly. Come on.
Guys, it's Messi.
And so you're playing football. You're representing the country. I
Well-
don't think we care.
You
It's
should
still,
know that,
like, working.
like he's a better player than all the Zambian football teams combined.
That's your opinion.
I mean, fine, yes, but still. You're
I don't
still
agree.
working.
Let people enjoy things.
So let people go to work and
After
ask for
hours.
autographs from the competition. All right, great.
You wouldn't do it?
No, I wouldn't.
If Drake walked in right now,
That's different. I'm not rapping versus Drake. I'm a fan of Drake. We're not in the same.
you're not in the same
We're not.
league.
We're not
I
doing
heard
this.
you drop a couple of bars.
Come
on that.
on,
Wow.
man. Yeah.
I mean, that's a good like example. Like even if you're like interviewing Drake, you wouldn't like
Geek out.
I would hold it together. I'll probably
doubt that
I'll
very
probably geek
much.
out after. I'm like, God damn it, that just happened.
Mm.
You have to be professional, dude. There's absolutely no way you're gonna be playing against this guy and you're like, yo, can I get a T-shirt?
I know. I think
Just imagine what his perspective of us is after that.
I
no,
think
he
it's
probably gets it though.
Nah.
On that level, I'm sure he's like, yeah, it's fine.
It's
I get
cool.
It. Yeah.
I'm a superstar.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. If you guys look
And
at
he
it
seems
that
like
way,
a nice guy, so I think he wouldn't like.
I'd be disappointed though. Really and truly, I would be so disappointed if, dude, it is your chance to prove yourselves to the entire world that you have something. We have something in Zambia, and because at these games, there's people always looking to get talent, right?
Yeah.
So I think I would walk in with that type of mindset and not be like, oh yeah, you know what? Now I'm fanning out. I'm going in there 100%, giving it my best. And if anything, I probably want him to say, you know what? I played against the Zambian team and there was a guy on there who gave me a run for my money. And not there's a guy out there who was literally on their knees. Pause. That's I'm just saying,
Right.
But anyway, away from the Zambian team, guys. Go Chibolo.
Yeah,
Great.
all the way, man. I think
I meant that.
they did the best they could in that situation. I mean, it's the best team in the world.
I guess.
World Cup holders, right? And they have the best player. I'm not gonna fault them.
You guys have been making excuses for them for a while.
Okay, let's keep it moving. We're starting over.
Yeah.
And in the spirit of starting over, we encourage you to, still give us another chance. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok as well, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, follow us on the
TikTok.
socials. Give us a thumbs up and make sure you comment whenever the new episodes drop. But
Consistently this time, by the way.
consistently?
Yeah, we owe people an apology.
I don't know, man.
We
but
do.
Off the face
we'll
of the
try
earth for
as
like
much
a
as possible to
while.
be here.
Consistently.
Yeah.
Because I had someone tell me, "Oh, did you guys go broke? Why aren't you guys shooting anymore?" I'm like, "What?"
I was meeting people at the mall. I was meeting people at the mall, and they just gave me so much stick about us not dropping any episodes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? There's so much going on. And festive season, because that's when we went into the last couple of episodes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did say we'll come back and give you something better. Well, we're back, but still, people are not happy with us.
Yeah, well, apologies. We're gonna.
Yeah, because we're
gonna
putting
drop-
everything together. You see,
Yeah.
everything looks and feels different. That's why
We've got air conditioning. I'm
I
very
was
happy
just
about that.
about to say.
Yes.
I was just about to say, like, now you don't have to walk around with your towel. Now we're not wiping our faces.
Bruh.
Season
I
one
don't
was
have
crazy,
to
guys.
sweat on
You
set.
don't have to cut through where people are wiping themselves. Oh,
Season
yeah.
one is always crazy. The budget, okay,
The budget.
budget.
No.
Guys, bear with us.
There was no budget to
No,
talk
no,
about.
of course
Yeah.
not.
But look, humble beginnings. I like that.
Exactly.
And what we're doing right now is bouncing into a new phase of RNDMZ Podcast. And this should be reflective of something that we experience in life.
Yeah.
Starting over. Bigger, better, give yourself some time to grieve. What's your take on starting over altogether, yeah?
I think starting over is like the scariest thing ever, eh? I think just in life in general, I think whether it's your career, whether it's a relationship, whether it's you about to make a big financial decision, I'll probably tie it to like you starting a new job, for example.
Yeah.
You're so used to being in a certain place, you're so used to the environment, and then it's always quite scary to take that chance on yourself, take that leap. Sometimes you might not have a clear plan or path. It's not like, oh, I'm jumping to this one job and going to another. Sometimes it's like, you know what? I need to make this decision for myself, for my sanity, or just for growth. Let me just try and experience something out there. And it's always the scariest thing because there's so much uncertainty tied to that. So it's like, what's next for me? But people always tell you this, and I think this is something that I've learned throughout life, is like, always just bet on yourself. And just sometimes when you feel like you got to do something, you just got to do it. Just bet on yourself. Try. It's not the easiest thing ever to do. It's scary. It's hard. But if you have like the right mindset, the right perspective, you will eventually find yourself in this thing called life. Somehow, somewhere, if your mind is exactly where it needs to be, whatever you're looking for will just gravitate towards you naturally. Which is like, what people say, law of attraction, blah, blah, blah. I believe in that solely these days. Like, it's like, yo, I'm gonna take this chance and I'm gonna do it because I've done it before. I'm gonna do it again, and somehow, somewhere I'll land. Wherever it's gonna be, I'm gonna land. Secret is always just stay up.
Yeah.
Okay, just stay up. That's just my perspective of starting over, especially when it comes to like your career and all of that. It's always a scary thing to do, but you will always seem to find your feet as long as your head's in the right place and you've got the right perspective and the right drive. Now I sound like one of those motivational people.
I was gonna say,
Talk, right?
yeah.
We're locked in. You want my money, Chaku?
No.
I'll give you my money.
I don't even know why I'm sounding like this.
Motivated.
But then, I think for me, it's because it's more personal to me. There's been so many times where I've had to start over.
Yeah.
And the first time was scary. The second time was like, the third time was like, you know what? Done this before. I'm good. I'm going to do this.
But is there a limit to how many times you can start over?
I
I
think
don't think so. I don't think there's a
Bubbles?
limit. I don't think there's a limit.
Yeah.
But I think that, like he said, it is very scary. And also, I feel like the older you get, the tougher it is to start over because you get maybe a little bit more comfortable in where you are. yes, there's something that's telling you to, if it's in your job, you want to be a little bit different, so that you can maybe try and get ahead or something, maybe go back to school.
Yeah.
Man, adult learning sucks. And it's really
does.
hard, guys.
It's hard because
Oh
you've
my
got all these
gosh.
responsibilities. Now you've got
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, and you just have to think about making it because you're a bit older and like, is the concentration going to be there? Because you've got so many things going on in your space, and the one big thing that you're there for also requires the utmost attention.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how are you going to overcome that? And just
Which begs the question, though, is starting over mostly for like younger people? Because as you get older, you don't want to take that many risks because of responsibilities that you have. I think when you're a lot younger, there's more room for you to make the mistakes.
make the mistakes.
Like you just said, like when you're older, it's like, yo, man, should I quit this job? I
The
got these
risks
bills
are
to pay.
higher.
You know what I mean,
The risks
right?
are much higher when you're
so
older.
I think as you get older, you kind of just pipe down a little bit on
But the whole premise of starting over is that you have gone through a huge like time lapse time of like experiencing something. So for you to start in a different place, I think you'd end up being a bit old. I don't think a lot of young people are starting over like technically. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So I don't know.
Like
I
if
just kind
you're-
of
So
feel
starting over requires
experience.
some level of experience,
Yeah.
right?
Not really, because you're literally going into a space where you have no experience. Like if it's a job, maybe you're trying out something that you've never done before. If it's school, maybe you're getting a new qualification. If it's a relationship, you're definitely getting rid of what you've been going through and getting into a new one.
A new one.
Yeah. So maybe it's because you're trying to get to know different experiences from the ones that you've known, because maybe those ones have reached the peak of where they're going to take you in life.
I think maybe as you just get older, it's just a little bit more calculated. It's like calculated risks that you're gonna take, because you're just not gonna wake up and be like, I'm done with this job with no plan.
Yeah, with
you know
no-
what
Exactly,
I mean. So I think
yeah.
it's more calculated. It's like, yo, I need. This is how I'm looking at this. This is the plan. When I'll give an example of myself. When I think when I was a lot younger, most of my decisions were based off of emotion. It's like, yo, I'm not happy here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and I'm
quit.
out.
I'm out. I'm gonna do that again, which is why I'm saying it's when you get older, because
And
of the
you would?
response. I would.
No plan, you're just out.
I'll probably go off the cuff, dude. Like off the cuff. It's like I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say without any thought process behind it. And you kind of get lucky, and then probably something happens. But as you get older, you get to understand life a little bit more. You're like, nah, you know what? I probably
Let me
need to
stick around.
navigate my way around the situation differently. You somehow you figure out how to actually manage your own boss. Like manage the manager. Now I can manage upwards and downwards. That's how
Yeah.
this thing works.
Yeah.
So you have better ways of navigating throughout life. You make better choices. You have better foresight, which is, I think it comes with experience and age as well. I know that some other old people that just make stupid decisions, but for the most part, the experience part comes in, and because you've done it so many times, you just learn how to navigate your way through life a lot better.
I don't know. Based on your analogy, personally, I've been a little bit more risk averse.
Yeah.
When it comes to especially professional decisions.
Yeah.
I've stuck around in professional spaces a little bit too long
Me too.
because, it's not like I didn't have a plan. I was young
Yeah.
and I thought, look, the world is my oyster. I can simply leave this space and I'll find something else. So just sit back at home and let mom and dad take care of me.
Yeah.
But no, I was a little bit more chilled about it and tried to see where the road was going to lead me. It wasn't the best decision. Looking back now, there's some jobs that I feel I stuck in them for a little bit too long and I shouldn't even have been there.
Yeah.
So from that space, risk averse has helped me also learn to be patient with where I am and not just ditch something because it's not working out.
Yeah.
I've grown to find ways of making it better.
Yeah.
Relationships, on the other hand,
Or you're ready to start that over anytime.
it's been one of those like, no, I'm out. I don't care. I'm not going to think this through. One wrong, one red flag.
But
We're calling it
but
quits.
you
But
see,
why? Why would you give yourself a little bit more grace in your job than a relationship with another person?
getting
That's
paid
like
in
an
a
emotional
relationship.
one.
and then also you don't have control.
Okay.
And also, you don't have control over people's emotions. That's the worst part, you know?
But you can't really control everything at work either.
No, but you have some sort of control about how your career is going to go. It's very simple. I'll work hard and I'll be noticed. I'll probably get a promotion. There's a plan. And half the time, well, maybe it doesn't work, but it always works because you have so much control over your performance. In a relationship, some people are just so flipping and grateful. Dude.
Yeah.
You could give so much in that damn relationship and they're ungrateful. You know, like, hey, look, dude, I'm paying the hair, I'm paying the bills, I'm doing this. And what do you get? What do you get for going out? I shouldn't say this because I was told to not say it. I'll give an example, right? You pay this. This is an example, please.
No.
You pay this person's bills, okay? You take care of them. And I know there's a lot of people out there. There's all women that make their own money, blah, 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 whatever. But in Africa and Zambia, there's certain women who will tell you, I don't care whether I'm getting paid or whatever. You still have to handle her bills.
Yeah.
That's how you women are. Generally, you know that because you be taking that man's money.
Wow.
You know that.
Yes.
See? Without a simple shy. You see what I'm saying?
We're all in agreement.
So now here's my thing, right? You do all these things for this person. Go out one night and come back at 5 o'clock in the morning. You'd be dreading walking into your own house. And you're like, God damn it, I pay the damn bills around here. Why can't I walk in? Why cannot not be allowed one night to just have fun with the boys? But now I know because like there's someone waiting for me and it's just going to be a disaster in this house. And that's where the ungratefulness comes in. If I pay all the bills, if I pay all the bills,
you should be allowed to mess around?
I said, go out and have fun with the guys. I did not say mess around.
Did you communicate?
And I was going to say that, did you communicate? I think also communication has got a role to play.
Why am I communicating when I pay you?
No, but
what are we talking about here? You get paid.
You're not paying. You're not paying for the
You
relationship.
get paid to live here.
No, you're not paying for the
care of
relationship.
you.
Oh, that's crazy.
What am I saying? And what do I get in return? Sex? That's it?
Well, that's why you're treated like that. With that attitude.
Companionship.
With that attitude.
Oh, that's what we call it. Companionship.
Yes.
When it only benefits the other person.
No, how?
You get paid. Do I get paid? I get paid in kind.
Wait.
You're able to go home, sit with someone, have this whole discussion about how you're feeling, how things went.
Oh my God.
You know,
I
you're
could see a
bouncing
therapist
your
for that.
ideas off, but do you?
I could see a therapist
But
for
do
that.
you?
I could.
But you don't.
But then I could.
But you don't.
That is the
That's
option.
the point.
But you know,
So
I'm
do
just
it.
stuck. I'm just stuck on your point of paying somebody. Why? Is it a transactional relationship?
Listen, we don't want to call it that, but technically you're paying this woman to take care of you.
Okay, you know what? We're digressing here.
Yeah.
We're talking about starting over, and
And you have
Chaku
no
has
control
gone
over it.
into default mode. So much for the props we gave you earlier.
I'm just
You're
saying.
speaking so much good
Man,
game, and now
you
it's
are
like,
not
what?
starting over, bro.
Yeah, you're not. You're stuck
You
in your
have
ways.
no control
You are
over
so
that.
stuck.
Relationships, that was what we were talking about earlier. And I said, unfortunately, it's so bad because it's very easy for you to start over in a relationship because you've got no control over what the other person feels. And that's the sad part. Regardless of all of that, regardless of the fact that you pay the bills, you do everything else, people are still ungrateful. And that's why I think it's very easy for Mich to say, you know what, one red flag, I'm out. I'm leaving. So starting over in a relationship is, you know, you have zero
That's
control.
crazy. That's not giving anybody grace because at work you make mistakes. You have all these like interpersonal relationships that maybe like become a little bit difficult. And then you say, okay, fine, it's work, it's what? Why wouldn't you give even an ounce of that grace with a relationship with someone that you like?
Because they're not paying me.
They're not paying
They're not
me.
paying me to stay there and be miserable.
They're not.
They're not.
Miserable is wild.
I'm just saying, if I'm miserable in a relationship that I'm spending my hard-earned money on, why would I be paying to stay miserable in a relationship? Why not try out somebody else? Start
I think
over.
the connection you're making with
Start over
relationships is a
someone
little
else.
bit
Start
weird.
over
Why?
with someone else who might be a little bit ungrateful.
You want to control the person.
No, I
if you're
don't.
trying to talk about, I give you money, so why you shouldn't talk or whatever, you're trying to bring in a huge sense of
No,
control to be like,
I did not say that.
yes, I pay all the bills here, so I should come
Right.
home at
Yeah.
any time I want.
So stay.
And when I come home, this must be a happy environment. I need to want to come home.
I was very
at-
clear about the one time that I go out. I didn't say the many times that I go out. The one time that I go out, I'm too scared to walk into my own house. That's all I'm saying.
because of something you've probably done. Because if you didn't think that there was a problem,
Also,
you'd
why
probably be
are
walking
you
in with
going
no
out
issues.
and coming back home at 5 a.m.?
You get carried away sometimes, you know? These things do
5?
happen. These things do happen. You get carried away. You've had too many drinks. You're hanging out. Next thing you know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Next thing is 3. Next thing you're like, God damn it, I had too much fun. Because guess what? I haven't been out in like 6 months. I'm just doing this one time. Should I get casticized for that? But yeah, that happens to most men. That's why I'm saying that it's important for Mitch to start over whenever he wants to start over. And I'm supporting you because of things like that. Not to say that I start over. No, I'm just saying.
It's okay for you.
It's okay for me to do
I
it.
support your starting over in the
You
relationship.
will swallow like unhappiness and the
All right,
evil feelings.
you know something I was getting from your take is a lot of disbelief in modern relationships.
Yep.
Yeah, because Chaku just went in and I could feel the energy shift from, positive to, negative now.
It's
lot of
not.
frustration.
Like so much frustration going on.
It's really not
in
even negative.
relationship.
It's the reality. I don't think it's negativity. It's the reality of what happens in most people's relationships and most people's lives. Is a lot of men are going through all of these things.
Why are you speaking on behalf of everyone?
Because I'm speaking on
You
behalf
have a man
of the
who's like,
majority.
Is he speaking for you?
No.
Oh, are you happy?
No.
I'm happy. I'm good. I'm
you-
satisfied.
Really?
Yes, I am.
I believe you.
Yeah,
It's
you
so
should.
believable right
You
now.
should.
Oh my gosh.
I'm very happy,
I want to
Chaku.
be as happy as Mitch when I grow up.
Whoop-de-doo.
Why aren't you happy though?
No, I am happy. I am happy. Look, guys, let's speak the reality of what happens in actual people's relationships. And I was telling you guys earlier, I think off camera, I was saying the majority of people that I talk to these days, especially the people that are married, are like, God damn it. If I had an opportunity to not get married, I would not be married. But and they're like, I'm stuck. Now there's the kids. Now I can't make this decision because now I have to think about, again, the environment that I've created for the kids and blah, 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 blah. But half the time, guys are like, you know what? I wish I didn't make this decision because it's the worst decision that I ever made.
So what does that say about
Man, that's wild.
Yep.
Ooh.
what does that say about relationships, marriage at this point in 2026?
Yeah.
Is there any hope? Is there any relevance in marriage in this day and age?
I'll speak for myself, and I'm not going to generalize this for everybody
you're not
else.
speaking on behalf of anyone.
I don't want to make
It's like,
because then everybody
No,
else is
sir.
like, why are you speaking for us? We're happy with our wives, and then he's gonna walk outside like that guy was right. We're not happy, but okay, it's cool. I've seen that movie play out. I'll speak for myself. Look, the relevancy. I don't think
This guy.
I don't think the. I'm just saying though. It's the truth.
Okay.
The relevancy of marriage in 2026, just amongst everybody else, I think is not even me personally, I don't even feel pressured to like want to do it anymore. Like I don't even wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting older. I need to settle down. Oh, it's a thing because Tamani earlier was like, you're gonna be lonely, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna be lonely. I'm fine. What is wrong with me being with a woman? Do all the things that you married people do. We could possibly live together. She could have her house at some point. I'll have my house when I'm kind of like tired. But at some point, let's be honest.
Yeah.
At some point, you need a little bit of space. You guys get tired of your partners. You guys never want to have this conversation. It's like, oh my gosh, this guy's so irritating. I just want to be by myself in my space. Why can't you be with someone for X amount of years and still commit to that person fully? Why do I need to be tied down to a marriage?
Because society doesn't dictate
And that's what I'm saying. Why are we so now, which is a good thing. I'm glad that you actually touched on that. So are we getting married because of societal pressure? Or are we getting married because of financial stability for other women who just like taking other men's money? Are we getting married because listen, my friend had a wonderful wedding and I want to have a big wedding? If you have a real conversation, the majority of the women, ask them the main reason why they want to get married. Come on.
I mean,
now
okay,
you're talking,
so maybe
now
I
you're
feel
talking
like I need
crazy.
to- I feel like I
Now
need to
you're
get
talking
into this
I was
crazy.
going to ask Bubbles, why did you get married?
Why did you get
It's not
married?
just love. Love is obviously a huge
Yeah.
It's not
thing in
enough.
life or whatever. It's
Love is
not.
not enough.
Exactly.
That we can agree. Love is definitely not enough. But you meet this person that you want to create a life with, that you
Create
get
what
along
life?
with. What do you mean?
A
Create
stable
what
life.
life?
You want to create a stable life
Yeah,
together. You
so
want
if
to
you-
live outside of whatever backgrounds the both of you came from, and you want to live a life that because like, let's be honest, if you're living with your parents, there's certain things that they're going to be like, hey, you need to do this and you need to do that or whatever. But now you're in your own home, you can decide what kind of paths you guys want to take, whatever you want to do. And then
Choose not to eat dry fish for supper.
yeah, you can do whatever you want. Like, you can do whatever you want.
Wow.
I mean,
I'm
you know
sorry,
what?
that's like a parent thing to do. Like, I want to
Yeah.
eat dry fish.
Did they make you drive
It's
this?
18 hours. You have to
Is
cook
that
dry.
why you moved out?
I tell you the weirdest thing is when we started buying food for ourselves, I was like, oh my gosh, can I open this? And I was like, wait a minute.
This is my house.
It was such an adjustment, yeah. But like, I mean, I feel like that's what it is. You want this person that you want to build, and you really actually enjoy their company.
Do you?
You know?
Okay, so,
yes, but yes, there are points when it's like human nature. Even with a friend, you sometimes
Kind of want some
it's a bit-
space, right?
You can get space. It's not like you guys are living in like a little, you know.
So you
why
get
it's
your little
important
time
for
out
you
in your
to-
room and he's in the living room.
Or you both make sure that you have separate lives outside of each other. You're not expected to do everything together.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a different dynamic. Separate lives away from each other. So what do you
You have
mean?
to have different. You have to have your own friends. You have to be able to have your own passions. You have to have your own
So
hobbies.
he allows you to then go hang out.
Allows.
Yeah, I mean he has to allow his husband.
Allow you. Get
He
permission.
allows you.
Get permission.
He has
crazy.
to allow you. What are we talking about here?
It's not a thing about
But are we-
allowing or anything.
you see,
It's
that's
just
the problem
the way
right
it is.
there.
Like we've decided.
You-
Okay,
He needs
you
to
have your
allow
hobbies.
you.
I have mine. You have your passions. I have mine. You have friends. You have your friends. I have mine. It's yeah.
Another thought will say, you're not supposed to be independent in a marriage.
Exactly.
That's not
That
independence.
You
though.
become a union. You become one, and whatever it is that you do should be in sync. Old
That's
friends should be
not
ditched.
in-
Old habits
Wow,
should be ditched.
no,
That's what I've
no.
heard. You've heard that,
Wow.
Chaku,
That's
right?
what
Do not
happens.
do that.
Like,
That's what happens.
When
Wow.
you form a union, you forget about your past.
They even
That's
tell
what
you.
we're
Do you
told.
people think you're gonna get new friends when you get married? Like as soon
New
as you say
married
I do
people.
when you're signing your certificate,
You're the only
they're
one
like,
who's got
here's a list
difficulty
of friends.
in making new friends.
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
made a friend
you got your
since
issues.
last year.
Guys, I made a friend.
Right. How's that
And
going?
she's really nice.
Okay.
I
All
like
right.
her.
Is she in the room with us?
We never met her. So here's my thing. You're saying, right? You're
I made a friend.
you're saying that they actually tell you this. They actually
Yeah.
they tell you both.
Yeah.
If your wife tells you that friend is not good for you, you need to ditch
Ditch
that
that
person.
friend.
If your husband tells you that friend is not, they know why they're saying that.
What
to
do you mean they tell you this?
Come on, you
Who's
know
they?
that. You know they tell you this,
elders.
and that's what we're talking about right now. So that's why I was saying, how does that go? Like that's why I use the word allow, because obviously you probably, if you have a problem with one of his homies and you know that he's a bad influence on him, you'd be like, no, I don't want you hanging out with that dude. You're a married dude. You shouldn't be like you said, separate lives. Imagine, like, let's just imagine this, right? We're married, and then my husband is hanging out with, or your husband is hanging out with like single guys. This guy obviously has women around him, blah blah blah, this
yeah.
that and this. There's only so many times I can say no. I'm not gonna touch that girl. So that's my homie. So you're saying that you're okay with that?
I get what you're saying, but I'm not saying that you should have completely separate lives. I'm saying you need to have things for yourself.
So my question is, would you allow that?
Allow
Me hanging out with single dudes, obviously because we have separate friendships, blah blah
I mean,
blah.
if those are his friends, like there has to be a limit. But you also can't just cut someone off completely because it's going to create resentment.
So you only allow a little bit of it.
No,
You allow. Let's use the
my
word
gosh.
allow.
Permission.
I don't know how I can put this, but if that's your friend, we've known him also when we're dating and whatever. It would be very strange for you to have this single friend that you just came up with when now we're married or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But we've known this guy since we're dating and all of that, and we kind of all hang out or whatever, and that's your friend. I'm not saying that, go out and have sleepovers or whatever. Maybe you guys should like maybe you can't see them as often, obviously, because you have to spend time with your family. That's where the cut's gonna come in, but not like, don't hang out with Chaku. Like, that's enough. That guy is bad news. Like, I've also known Chaku while we've been dating. How do I do that?
No, but then look, for me, I'm not even saying for a marriage or whatever. Even I'm in my relationship right now. There's no way I'm gonna allow my girl to always be hanging out with girls that are out there, and there's always dudes whenever they're chilling. Again, there's only so many times that she's gonna.
Are those new
resist.
friends? Or did you find that they were friends
regardless
already?
of all of that, if you've made a
Now
decision,
you want her to pick new friends because of you.
No, yes,
very controlling.
Yes. No, it's not very controlling. It's a fact.
is.
There is no way I'm gonna allow my girl to hang out with single girls that bring men around her and say because I knew you when
You
you
were
were
a guy
dating.
that we brought around us when we were single.
It doesn't matter. But then I'm also not the type of friend who's bringing other women around you or men around you because guess what? As your friend, I should be able to respect the fact that She's married, and I'm not going to
I'm
put
not
her in
gonna
any
bring the
position.
guys that you would like, but I'm still single, so the guys still have to come around.
It doesn't work around like that. We all know how women get so loose when they get drunk. That is just the fact. That is just the fact. I'm not allowing that. You know that. Guys, come on. I'm not saying things that are strange right now. Ain't no way I'm asking my girl to hang out with her single friends every other weekend. And it's like, yo, we just chilling.
What if she's
We
the
got back
first
at
of the
3.
group to get married?
Well, then get inspired, women. Get married too. Then you can be our friend. Okay? Get inspired. There's absolutely no way. That's not going to happen. You have to cut them off. It is what it is.
With that attitude, do you have any hope for marriage in 2026?
For me?
No, just generally.
Generally for
the
people, no.
institution of marriage.
I don't think so, man. I just
Is it
can't-
something relevant?
Look, we said that women sometimes got married for financial stability. Now there's more women that are actually very successful. There's women that are like CEOs and whatever. They don't need
They don't need
to get married because, hey, guess what? He's providing for me, right?
Yeah.
There's more female bosses out there, you know? Do I really like this guy's company? Because out of everything that we've spoken about, the love aspect comes into, like, it's really at the bottom of the list. It's like, yo,
That I agree.
then I love
That I
the guy.
agree.
You know, there's like 20
Okay.
things,
Yeah.
and love is literally
Love
at the
is
bottom.
definitely not one of the top 3
It's
things you should
not.
be looking at when you're getting married.
It's not.
Oh.
It's not. So now
It's up there,
imagine.
but it's not like
Yeah.
number 1.
So now
Is
imagine.
it not the glue that holds everything together?
Eventually, I think that you end up falling in love with this person
Yeah.
in the marriage. But imagine now a woman who's got all these 4 things. Why does she need to get married?
Because she's not loved.
Yeah, but she can get that.
She's not loved.
By who?
Male companion?
She can
Get
that.
love from the professional space.
She
She can get
can
love
get that. She can
from
have
society.
She can get that
but-
from a man, a boyfriend. That she doesn't need to get married. That's what I'm saying. She has all these things, and love is really right at the bottom of it. Affection, you can get
Affection
that.
has to.
Women don't want to get married anymore because your men are no longer holding them anywhere.
Yeah.
They're not. No, but that's
Next
the
thing you're
truth.
telling me I can't hang out with my girls.
If I'm paying for stuff, nah, you ain't hanging out with your girls.
I've told you I don't want you to pay for anything. We're just hanging out here. We're together. Whatever. Don't pay for anything.
Yeah.
Now I can go hang out with my whole
Yeah,
friends.
it's
That's
cool.
what you're saying.
Yeah, go hang out with your what friends?
You heard me. Is that the criteria?
By the way-
is that the criteria?
Swear
There's
jar.
a swear jar now.
I
Swear
can't
jar.
believe you got me. I
got you.
cannot believe you
I
got
told
me.
you. I told I was gonna get her.
Wow.
It's cool.
Swear jar.
It's cool. Look, man, I'm just saying that marriage is definitely not on anyone's list anymore because women are just more independent. Back then, women got married because the marriage came again with financial stability.
Why did the guys
Some
get
sort of
married?
security.
Why did the guys get
Why
married?
did the guys get married?
I can't believe I want to say why did the gays get married? Why did the guys get married?
Because marriage
it's the money.
benefits
He
men
kept
a lot.
talking about other stuff.
The money has got nothing to do
Nah,
with
and he kept on saying. He kept on talking about other guys. So I'm like the gays. Nah. All right.
Okay.
Men benefit from marriage the most. I
Tell
mean,
me
that's
how,
just,
please.
That's just a fact, right?
Tell me how.
First of all, you have somebody that's over here taking care of the household issues, right?
What
your
issues are we
clothes,
referring
your
to?
food,
I
the
can get a maid for
cleaning,
that.
the
Like,
whatever.
I can get a maid
But
for
who
that.
is coordinating all of that stuff,
I
right?
can get a maid for that.
It's a woman.
Yeah.
So that I'm
So
not benefiting the most.
Your house help is gonna go and buy the kind of food that you
Yes,
like. It's
yes.
gonna go, okay.
Yes.
That's what you're
Are you
putting out
sure
there.
my jury is
That's
going to do
Also-
that?
Of course.
Oh,
Wow.
Are you
okay, to
sure?
go buy.
By what? Am I going to tell her to go buy what?
Backtrack. Look, and then on top of that, in a workspace, I feel like there's a little bit of a judgmental kind of feel for like single guys, unless people
'Cause you're
know
not
that you're in a
responsible.
yes, it
That's
doesn't
what
show
they say.
responsibility
Yeah.
or whatever. But like if you say, "Oh, I've been in a stable relationship," or you're married, or you have kids and everything, people think, "Oh, okay, this person is a lot more responsible and all of that." So
Only
there's your
Africans say
other-
that.
Yeah, well,
Zambians in particular,
Yeah.
where like marital status, married.
Tell us, are you
he's more responsible.
He's more responsible.
This guy could be Pablo Escobar. What are we talking about here? You know, people need to stop saying that. And the most
Exactly.
irresponsible
And then-
people in workspaces are the married guys, because half the time they're like, it's Friday, let's go see some.
With the wildest stories.
Dude, it's like, yo, they're the most irresponsible bastards because they just want to be out there hanging out. I'm
Oh,
just
man.
saying,
It would
I'm just
have
saying.
really killed me if I was the only person who had to put it in.
I'm just
Thank
saying.
you.
Chicken.
They literally do the worst. And it's like, yo, and now you see, it's like, and you're like, but dude, you gotta go home. Nah, man, just like one more hour.
just one more.
One more hour. Like, no, dude, you're now the single guy. And let me tell women out there, We, the guys that are not married, we be telling your husbands to go home. We're telling them to go home half the time. And you guys look at us like the bad. We're like, dude, go home. No. 1 more hour. Next day, it's like, no, I was with so-and-so. And now you look bad in the household because you're always the alibi.
No,
That's
but
what happens.
personally, I think I get some good advice from my married friends.
Oh, they tell you to get married?
They tell me, look, get married, settle down. It's a good thing. It's not all rosy, like Bubbles was saying. It's you're gonna have some bad days, you have some good days, but the good days are really good. The bad days equally are just like terrible. Oh, okay. But altogether, it's a very good thing to do. Companionship. You don't want to be lonely in your home, big home.
Oh God.
And you just
I like to hear the sound of my voice.
Yeah, nah, it's crazy.
Hello. I call myself on the other phone, I'm like, yo, hello. I'm sorry, I'm playing. No, but seriously, are you sold on the idea? Mitch, wait, hold on. Season 1, did we not say that you were supposed to be taking?
I am sold.
You were supposed to be taking married.
It was you, Chaku.
You actually said, you proposed on air, actually.
I did.
Yes. Yeah. Then you met a meal for a week later.
And that was it.
Right?
Damn.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm still in that relationship, babe. I love you. Stop listening to these guys.
Which one?
The milk? You're the one who's saying stuff.
The one that we spoke about. that relationship. No specifics here. Okay? Because there's like different dynamics that happen.
Okay, so you know what I'm getting?
So that everybody's
like open
happy.
relationship type of thing, which is okay.
Hey. Which
is okay.
Open relationship.
If you're gonna say marriage is not your thing or marriage is not relevant in 2026, we might as well explore open relationships
like polyamory.
Polyamory.
Hell no, I'm not doing that.
No,
I feel like that's a space that should be very comfortable.
Yeah,
maybe just the fact that you call it that is maybe making you uncomfortable, but it sounds like the exact kind of situation that you need.
See, it's fine for me if I'm the guy bringing in the girls. It's only crazy when she's like, yeah, I got 2 dudes out here coming. Now you have these 2 muscle men popping up in the house and you're like, golly, what's going to happen to my girl? Is dead. Oh my God, no.
At least she told you.
See, now it's fun and games. It's fun and games.
Communication.
No, whoa, communication. That you got 2 Hercules looking niggas. Oh, my bad. 2 Hercules. Oh my God.
Thank you.
2, oh God, please bleep that out.
Again.
Please.
You got a problem, sir.
Bleep it out. I'm just saying, it's fun and games when it's you getting the girls. It's only crazy when she tells you, hey, meet, whatever his name is here.
Chaku is the worst.
No, I'm sorry.
Like, it's okay for you to do it.
Oh, man.
Look,
what are you agreeing to? Because like you're all over the place.
Look, I'm okay with it if it's me bringing the girl.
Exclusivity?
Okay,
you can't do that. That's very selfish.
I'm just not okay with it if she's bringing the guys, because now that's crazy. I'm sorry, I would never allow that to happen. So are you saying?
So you would like just a monogamous relationship that doesn't end at the altar? That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Forever.
Where you get to call the shots. You can't be questioned for anything.
She has her opinion. She has her opinion of certain things. Yeah, she does, of course.
So long you pay her.
Exactly. If you're on payroll, you can say only so much.
If you're on payroll,
you can only say so much.
Chuck's a dick.
You can only say so much. You can only say so much.
Wow.
If you're on payroll, you can only say so much.
Wow, Chaku. I'm
controlling the finances. So why do you have so much opinion of how we're gonna do things around here?
What finances do you think you control for you to say that at this point I can also say do this and this in your life? Are you paying for the house?
If I'm paying for the house,
utilities,
exactly,
everything,
food, basically
everything.
Yes, just not the air you're breathing, but everything.
That's crazy.
Chaku's so controlling, eh?
Guys, how is that controlling?
It's very controlling.
Yeah. Explain to me how that's controlling.
People have their own lives, hey? People have their own lives. They can choose who they want to hang out with.
Oh.
And also, they are entitled to have negative emotions at some point. Okay. You can't expect them now to just be like this happiness bubble just because you give them money. And now when you come home at like 4, 5 a.m. that they didn't expect you to be coming home, you should be like, oh my gosh, I'm
happy you came back home.
First of all, I'm not saying it's okay to come back home at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and it's acceptable.
Without saying anything else.
No. You obviously you have to communicate. Hey, listen, I'm going out. I'm going to be hanging out with so-and-so, blah, 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 blah. I'll be back by midnight. I'm saying that there's certain situations where it goes past midnight and maybe you got carried away because half the time that happens, right? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Half the dudes that I know will be dreading to walk into their homes. I don't even know what I'm going to say. blah, blah, blah. You get to the gate. Those are the things that I'm talking about. It's like, yo, but why would I then want to be married if this is what you go through? And I'm not saying go out every weekend and you're going crazy and you're having parties on a yacht. No. I'm just saying the one time that you decide to go out, you could go out like twice in a year or 3 times, but people still get into trouble for things like that because. And I'm not trying to say that women are controlling or whatever. I don't know how people run their homes. Obviously, they've got their own rules and dynamics or of how things work out in their home. There's no way that my house is going to operate like that. That's all I'm saying. We're not going to operate like that. And if those are some of the things that you married people go through, I'm just like, yo, that's insane. You know, that's crazy.
I think all that can be avoided with
communication. I guess so.
That's it.
It gets to midnight, you know, you're going to be there for longer. Hey, it looks like I'm going to be here for much longer.
Yeah, don't wait up for me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 2 hours later. Oh, listen, I'm still here.
I guess, but certain women
I feel like
understand
sometimes some people get really caught up in the fact of, oh, she thinks I'm out here cheating or whatever. You know, it's also a safety issue, hey? Somebody's out there, you're out at night. People get drunk and drive crazy on the roads. You could have been attacked. You could have been what? People get worried and like, is this person safe? Is this person okay? But you're just like, oh, she thinks I'm out here cheating. Man, look, just tell me you're okay. You know, I don't even want to know where you are. Like, I don't care. You already told me you're out with Chaku. Like, just tell me you're fine.
Yeah. Okay. No, I agree with that 100%. And I think we've had this conversation before. It's not just about you just thinking, oh, I'm doing whatever. You've got this person who loves and cares about you, who's grown to love you since they didn't marry you for love, who's grown to love you in the marriage.
There is love. I said there is love.
Who's
but
grown to love you, worried about you, sick. So then there's that thing. I agree with that. There's that thing you have to always also consider her feelings. Imagine if the roles were turned and you were in the house and she was out and she's not communicating. A lot of things could possibly happen, not just the cheating. Okay, so I agree with you there. Not just the cheating.
You know,
a lot of other things.
I think from what you're talking about, in subsequent editions of the pod, I'll highlight something in relation to communicating. Yeah, so I think that's something we can look out for.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some points I needed to raise, but look, we're all out of time now. I have to wrap it up.
Okay.
And pick up these conversations, especially in the comments, whether you are watching on YouTube, streaming on Spotify, what else? Apple Pods, as well as Amazon Music. Give us a comment on there. Otherwise, starting over, what else? Is marriage relevant in 2026?
And should you just go down the polyamory way?
I mean,
Like Chaku.
everybody else is doing it, so might as well.
Ah, yes. The
Might as
amazing,
well.
let's follow the trends.
It's
not
fun.
what we
But
want.
listen,
Everybody else is
polyamory is
doing
fun
it.
and games until your woman brings Hercules. That's all I'm saying. It's all fun and games until somebody walks in your room looking like Triple H standing by the door in underwear. Hey, what is going on
And
here?
oily.
What is going on here? Now, I mean, this is Julio. You don't want that. I'm joking. I'm joking. Let us know though. I really want to hear what people have to say in the comment section. Are you down for polyamory or not? Do you think that that's something that could work out for your relationship? Especially because a lot of people don't feel like they should get married. Or am I just talking out of my that.
And when is it best to start over? Or is starting over something that you can do? Or it's just like, look, I'm set in my ways. This is the path that I'm on. I'm good. That's a wrap.
That is a wrap.
It's been good, hey?
Yeah,
It's good to be back.
Yeah, good
nice
to be
little
back.
comeback.
Yeah.
Consistency. Yeah.
I don't know,
Mich.
man. Ugh.
Consistency.
Yeah. Good luck. Anyway, stay random. Bye-bye.
Bye.